What's up, guys? It's TheArachnidGamer here. Today we're going to be playing some more TF2. Well, not really playing, but reviewing some competitive footage that that was recorded via demo. Obviously, it's competitive. Anyways, guys, I'll be letting you guys know about my thinking process via gameplay. So basically, what was going through my head whenever I made a stab or yada yada yada. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the footage, and I'll see you in the next clip. Okay? And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, in this video, my loadout is going to be, the Ambassador, the, Bicycle, and Inviswatch, just because it kind of has, like, a little feel to it, and I like the opportunity of maybe getting that headshot. So, yeah. Anyways, I cloak here just because it's if I'm here, the enemy probably is here too. So my main goal here is to try and get a pick on the medic. So if I can, I'll either take his pocket or I'm gonna take him in general. Here I bump into the medic and he chases, so I go in for quick blind stair stab, and he ends up falling for it. It's a pretty good med drop, as trick stabs aren't usually very trustworthy or like reliable and competitive. But I had to go for the stab because I didn't know if he had maneuver saw, which I'm pretty sure he didn't actually. I remember disguising as him and he had a bone saw instead. But either way, if an enemy is chasing you and they're predictable, you could go for a trick stab, but they could be baiting you. And as a spy, when it comes to trick stabs, you always want to be the mouse rather than the cat. So if a player's backing off, you should also back off, as they're probably not gonna fall for a trick stab unless you know they're gonna bait you in like that, in which you have a bait of your own, like showing them your back for a second and then going for a stab. That usually works. What was it? So whenever your team is like in one place, you should always try and help them. So here, I know I'm not going to be able to protect myself in a 1v1 scenario against a scout. Here's just, they can do higher DPS than you unless you can land every headshot. Now here, I try to pull this heavy with my cloak, and he was actually, if I would have decloaked right away, he would have caught on. But I go for the stab when he's distracted, as all spies should do. If an enemy is distracted, there's a very high chance they're not going to turn around, meaning you get a free pick. Now here, I go for a circle strafe on the heavy, as he was aiming more at me than at my friendlies. So yeah, don't usually go for matadors on heavies. It usually doesn't work out in your favor. It's better to go for a circle strafe on one, because they expect you to go for a matador. Unless, if the heavy's still moving forward, you could go for a matador. Anyways, I see they no longer have a pyro, so I'm just trying to distract them. Here, I was actually pretty lucky. I ended up jumping there. I could have died there, but thank God for being able to surf damage in TF2. Also, if you're wondering about, like, why does it go from showing my view model to not, I'm using the world view model as my default thing, and I have a config where as soon as I cloak, it'll show me that I cloaked, just because, like, when I used to do this, or used to use just the regular world view model, sometimes it wouldn't cloak because I'm really fast with my right click, so sometimes it didn't register. Anyways, I see that they're starting to cap, so I think, hey, if it's been this far, then I should probably help out. Yeah, there's nothing really much to say. Always don't really bother your medic about heals. Your medic will usually heal you on his own. They still have no pyro, so I end up thinking maybe I'll be able to get a little cheeky here, and I tried to jump on there and cap, but those guys were like on me. And Nexus, or what, that heavy over there, he's both good and kind of bad. He didn't expect me to go after him. I mean, I'm a spy. He's a high DPS class, high health class, so of course I'm gonna try and go after him. Since I'm low on health, well, not as high as I could be, I call for a medic, and he does his job. Gotta say, this medic did pretty good. I didn't really see him die that much in the kill feed, which is always good. If your medic's not dying, then that's really good. So I don't know how these guys didn't see me. I'm kind of sad that didn't register as a backstab. But now, I'm able to help my team out with the cap. Now here, if a player is trying to counter your movement, you counter theirs. So there he was just trying to get to my one side, and by strafing right and backwards slightly, just for a split second, well, not really right, but I was holding the A key while I was looking left, and that made me go right. I kind of like that about TF2. I was able to strafe and counter his movement. That's basically the premise of Spy. In a way, you should always be trying to counter your enemy. Like, it's kind of like, you know, those people that are really hard to kill as Spy. Like, you can't kill them because they're either too aware or all the time. That's because they're countering you. Now here, I'm just trying to get a pick on the heavy, or maybe even the stunt. But I end up bumping into these guys, and I didn't even realize it until I was actually in the footage. But I end up killing their medic, which is always good. Medic was really good and reliable throughout this entire gameplay. I hope I see him again in like another comp match. Heck, even maybe fight against him. He was pretty fun. Okay, so here I'm trying to go in for a skunk pick, but he ends up turning around. I don't know if someone called me out. But this is one of the downsides of being engineer. You can't hear everything. Also, as a spy, try to confuse your enemies more so than like with your cloak. So by doing this, you can stay in very good positions. Now here, I thought he would have fallen for a forward-backwards matador. He didn't. He reacted very slowly. Anyways, these guys, I want to say, are being more aware. The medic's turning around a lot more. So I end up trying to go a different route than them. But our scout is giving away my position because he just keeps showing up. And I need more cloak, so I need to fall back. That medic was pretty good. If I didn't grab that health pack, I probably could have helped him build Uber, unless he was already full on Uber. Here I was just trying to get to a good spot, so I think, hey, why not here? It's pretty good, decent area. Tired. I ended up moving only because the scout looked back at me and he saw my position, and I think maybe he could have given away my position. Now here I feel kind of angry that my stab didn't connect there. It didn't even look like I really stabbed in general. Yeah, so all I did was take damage right there. Now right here is something that every spy dreams about in competitive. Getting a bunch of kills and then trick stabbing the medics. I don't know what to say other than I'm pretty fucking happy I ended up mating spy, just because like those moments that you get whenever you outwit the enemy in general, it just feels so good. Just because like because of how many hours you have and how much experience you have, you can read a player like that. That's kind of like why trick stabbing even was a thing. You read the player, you counter their movement, yada yada yada. I'm trying to distract them here it kind of works a little bit. He's using, I want to say, a Natasha. I don't know, I'm not a heavy main. I need health, I need cloak, so I need to fall back, get better positioning. Now the reason I cloak so much is because you never know when an enemy is going to be rounding your corner, and it's better to be safe than sorry. I thought that medic was going to keep moving there, so I tried to go for a headshot there. I'm more of like a strafe aiming type of guy, so I don't really move my mouse unless it's a melee. Now here, I think I end up dying. Yeah, I end up dying here. I was in bad positioning, and I try to get a forward backwards matador here. No matter how much cloak you have, you can always pull a little trick up your sleeve as long as it's like invis or cloak and dagger. Well, not really with cloak and dagger. It's easier to do with invis. Yeah. If anyone wants to know what my config is, not really. Sorry. But I'm not like most players. I have to use C to crouch. I've always had a hard time with control this crouch. That's what I love about PC games. You can usually always map a P to be something different. Here, I'm just trying to get a pick once again, but my team's right there, so it's easier to act. So as long as I don't stare down an enemy, and I look at my team, jump around, play the class of it. Heck, I even fooled Nexus, who's been fucking spyware this entire game. Well, not really very spyware, but he's been like more so than most players. The medic, I ended up getting him. It's always good if a medic's not running default Uber, take advantage of that. You can always backstab them. That's why like default Uber's freaking, it's always gonna be better than any other Uber. Even though the quick fix is practically the same thing, just because of how much like healing you can do. Like, it's gonna take forever for them to actually kill you. Here I try to act again, but like it doesn't really matter. The scout already knew what was going on.
Way to go, Pally.
Thank God for having a medic who knows what's up.
Thanks, Pally.
Anyways, this competitive match was pretty back and forth. The first round was I want to say rolled them, but it wasn't that fast. They held a pretty good defense. As a spy, I always try to get behind the back line. No crap, but always try to stay away from your friendlies or teammates when you're trying to get to the back line, because even if you're cloaked, they can still shoot at you. You can still get hit. That's what I'm trying to say here. Also, the more stabs you get, the better stabs you get, the more spyware the enemy usually will get. And you're gonna see later on, I die in like a series of, I want to say 3, just because I haven't adapted to the way that they're playing yet. And the way I needed to adapt is just by having a longer cloak time, so I can get better positioning, yada yada yada. As like, I'm a kind of spy that doesn't really like to, what's the word, rely on my team. I like to do things more solo than most spies, I want to say. Well, I think most spies want to do that anyways. Anyways, always trying to disguise as a class you haven't really disguised as. So, if you're disguising as scout a lot, you might want to change it up a bit. Right there, I think I was going to try to change to one of their other classes, but all the classes they have, soldier, scout, medic, and NG. Oh, and heavy, I totally forgot about that. But anyways, I didn't really give up that bad of a position here. If I would've like didn't go for that cloak there for the ammo, I probably could have killed the medic. But here I die, just because I think he's using a Natasha, making me run slower. So I couldn't really escape. Oh shit. Well, the medic finally died. Our medic. I haven't really seen him die that much. Then again, I wasn't really paying attention to how many deaths our team has. I ended up hearing like a medic call, so at first I thought that might have been the enemy medic. Maybe. I can't be 100% sure. The only thing I can do is really give info to my team at this point, but I'm not at a good point. Like, maybe they can give info to me and I can adapt to what they're doing. Here I didn't really call out sentry because
Thanks, Pally.
it's a mini and I can stab it easily just from where I am. Here I end up dying because he checks me and I try and act, but it doesn't matter. He already knew I was a spy, so I end up dying. And this is like where I think I die in a series because I didn't really change my pistol to being a left on J. And that's why I want to like emphasize on this. As a spy, you should always counter your enemies. It doesn't matter what they, well, it does matter what they do actually, because you're trying to counter them. Like, do something that is the opposite of them in a way. If their movement is good, then use that movement against them. Because you have your own type of movement. You can, if they don't fall for a matador or something like that, or trick stabs, they will fall for cloak management. Now here, I die, but like because I need cloak. Oh shit! I don't feel so good today. Anyways, it's been a while since I played. Well, not played, but I've recorded a video, so that's kind of why I wanted to record one today, just because I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm back, and then like only upload spy frag movies. Like, yeah, they're cool and all, but what's better is really helping out your fellow spy mains in general. Now, in competitive, I would always say, like, use the spicicle. It'll save your ass so much. Just because pyros, but also because it has a, like, I have heard it's had a longer hit detection, making it, and that could really save your ass, so that you could maybe get a little trick stab on if you really needed it, and it could just be that little thing that you needed. Anyways, I fail a med pick. I end up making it through here somehow, and I don't know how. I really don't know how I made it through there, but I died because of a skunt. I fucking hate skunts. Now, I think this is where I ended up changing to Electron J, just because of the fact that... Oh, shit. Just because of the fact that, better cloak management, gets more cloak, passive aggressive, yeah. So once again, I'm trying to get back to the battlefield. They still don't have a spy. Like, I always disguise as a spy, and if I notice his health is not, like, if it keeps defaulting to like 175 or something above that, I know they have no spy. Usually if he's like running stock, he'll have like some cosmetics. That's like the benefit of running like stock loadout. You can actually fool people into thinking that they have no spy if you're just running full on stock. Now here I try to go for a forward backwards matador, and I end up using like some trick stab movement, aka like a blind stair stab, to get away from him. Now here the heavy even checked his side. I'm pretty sure he would have died there. Oh, goddamn, I really don't fucking feel good for shit.
We have secured the control point.
Yeah. So here I'm trying to get another med pick. I probably could have got him with a forward backwards matador, but I was just trying to go for a side stab. Now here I'm just messing with them. Just trying to fucking distract the shit out of them.
Incoming!
Just like to help out my team or whatever.
Got a sentry up there.
I think I end up going in to stab their sentry. I think I also get a kill here. Yeah, I get the soldier. If you can't get to the medic in time, go for their pocket. It's just common sense. I ended up trying to wait here for the medic, but they didn't come this way, and if I waited there, I actually would have been not really helping out my team. Now here, I actually get the enemy to buy my disguise by not looking at the enemy and strafing weirdly like a scout. It might sound very stupid, but this even works on good players because they don't expect you to do what a spy was initially intended to do, and that was not look at the enemy and act as your disguise. In competitive, this can really save your ass, but most of the time they're gonna check you. Any spy, even in casual, this will still happen. I ended up taking that health back, and I think I maybe helped him that stun to death if he did die. No, he didn't die. Anyways, I think we're getting near the end to this clip. So now, yeah, we do. We end up capping it right here.
Control point is
So, in general, a spot, if I were to